Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I just put some moisturizer on my hands, so I'm trying to work that in. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there, and I timestamp them as I go. And I do that for all of the live streams. So you can go back to any of them. You can do a search on the main page of the channel on YouTube. There's a lower, if you go to the channel page, there's a search thing on the right beneath the banner. Yeah, you've got options. You can also watch back if you're short on time. I watch a lot of things on YouTube. I just up the speed to 1.25. And other than this stuff right at the beginning where I'm talking pretty rapidly, it usually works pretty well, just in general. So I'm glad you like the nails. All right, so 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And that is that. The Patreon Tarot Social has been rescheduled. I'm so sorry about this evening, but it's been rescheduled to next Saturday. So, and the one after that is New Year's Eve. So there's going to be quite a December's a long month. So I think it'll still work out, but I do apologize for that. So, thank you guys. Cosmic Goat Lady, I'm joining you on time. So exciting. Cool. You guys have great names. Happy Saturday. All right. And Jane King, so love you, pretty songbird. You guys are so nice. All right. Then let's get to the questions because there are a couple of good ones today. I mean, you guys bring great questions, but right up front, at 2.5 minutes in, Ted Lieu. How much do we love Ted Lieu? I think we love Ted Lieu a lot. That's just not going to soak in. I'm going to get moisturizer all over my cards if I don't get rid of some of that. Ted Lieu. Bless you, sir. Make it 3 minutes in. So, Kevin McCarthy is pledging that the Constitution will be read in full at the beginning of the congressional term. Something that hasn't happened in a while, he said. Ted Lieu is volunteering to read the Insurrection Clause. Thank you, sir. Oh, gosh, I love that. Oh, my gosh, I love that. Oh, man. Dove Hinton is saying Ted Lieu is my congressman. I love him. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. So how's that going to go? How's the relationship? Tell us about the situation. I just want a general idea. Constitution will be read in full. Yeah, I'll read the Insurrection Clause out loud to you if you'd like. Oh, man. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. We are living in interesting times. We are living in these are historical times, which is hard. It's a lot easier to live in boring times, but here we are. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. McCarthy's gonna McCarthy. It's just, look at us. We have control of the House. We're sitting pretty. McCarthy's already said that he doesn't care if there's no mandate. He's like, the gavel doesn't come in a small, medium, large. I'm in power. And they think they're going to just do so much. Really. With Pluto going into Aquarius, the sign of equality, humanitarianism, rebellion. You think you're the conservatives, you think you're going to get and have any kind of power and you're going to keep it? Good luck with that. Your majority is so small. Somebody sneezes and you're going to lose it. Strings. Six of Pentacles. They are making all kind of promises to their voters. There's a Thief card. There's a Justice card. And there's a Temperance card. It is not going to go the way McCarthy thinks it's going to go. This is not the House control you think it is. Yes, Dr. Nancy, go Dem minority. Cosmic Goat Lady says McCarthy is a marshmallow, all fluff and no substance. He is mediocre McCarthy. And if we were not living, if there's any doubt that we are living in what is still, unfortunately, a heavily, we weren't living in a society that had a horrible streak of racist patriarchy. He's the absolute benefit of that. If we lived in an equal society, he wouldn't be anywhere near where he is. I read on him and there's nothing there. He's just a guy. There's no zip. There's no wit. There's no extreme intelligence like with Obama. There's no fire like when in Pelosi. There's just anyway, that's that. All right. Now, if that wasn't fun enough, at 8 and a bit, let's see, 8:15. Jack Smith, our new best friend. He, please do not forget, I'm sure I've said it before, I'll say it a million times more. He is a triathlete. People who are triathletes, who they're not kind of laid back people. They are driven and they have stamina. And apparently, even though he's still recovering from surgery, he's already on the case. In more proof that Jack Smith doesn't take time off, he and the DOJ have filed documents requiring Smith to be copied on every filing concerning Donald Trump that goes through Judge Cannon's courtroom. Nothing is allowed to slip by him. Nothing. He just showed up. Oh, thank you, Gerardo. Lurking Lady says his intensity shows in his eyes. So, how badly is Jack Smith gonna tick Trump off? I mean, all the readers I know of have always said it's women who are going to bring Trump down. But I think Jack Smith is going to get his in there too. Jennifer Taylor says he was hit by a car and broke his leg. Oh, bless. Page of Pentacles. I got a mental image, even though he's had a car accident. I'm getting a mental image of crawling, and I mean that in a good way. I mean, like down on all fours, looking under every piece of furniture, checking every slip of paper that's been was discarded. He's not afraid to get dirty. He's not gonna. I'm seriously, that is really weird. I'm looking at a picture of him crawling like through an office, and he's reaching underneath something, slit behind something, and he's making sure he reads that, and he's adding that to the pile, and I found this, and he's checking these drawers, and he's just every little thing. Good man. Seven of Pentacles, Lovers, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Again, I'm getting cold water. I get very cold water when I read on him and Trump. And Trump going through the legal equivalent of the ice bucket challenge. Just Trump Smith is he's gonna douse you with the cold water of reality. Trump is surrounded by sycophants. He's got all kinds of money problems, and Jack Smith is going to know every last thing about them before they're done. Before he's done, I don't. It feels like Jack Smith is going to know every time Donald Trump did anything in his life by the time they're done. But for now, Trump still thinks he's just gonna do his thing. American Mojo is asking, was it a hit on Jack Smith when he was hit by the car? I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't know. It was before his appointment. Oh no, but it could still be a hit job because he's been going after war criminals. But I'm at the moment I want to make sure I get to the questions today. And Jack Smith going after Trump. I just got a mental image of him, like Trump's just standing there at Mar-a-Lago and he's blathering on about blather. And Jack Smith, he's like looking around, he's checking, and he walks up to Trump and he looks, he's like his head right here. He's like looking, and he like pulls back Trump's coat and he's like, well, there's a pocket. And he's like, what's in the pocket? What's here? Oh, okay. Put that down. Woo. 10 of Swords, Hanged Man, working. And this is not, it's glorious. With Jack Smith, I get some of the meanings of my cards back. This is usually Republicans working to undermine everybody but the super rich. No, this is him working. It's like, no, this is the card of working, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And this is what he's going to do to Trump. 10 of Swords in the back, metaphorically, strung up by his heel, just out of the blue, just whoosh. And because he's done the work, and his people have done the work, and it's just, glorious. So, okay. All right. Good question, Kelly, at 15. Basically, since Trump was attacking Jack Smith's wife for helping produce the Michele Obama documentary, are the attacks on his wife going to motivate Jack Smith to move quickly. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Considering what just happened to Pelosi's husband, I think it's good that this is taking place in law and what have you, because Jack Smith loves his wife. He admires her. He loves her. He's proud of her. He loves his daughter. Something Trump barely knows how to do. He loves his daughter. And if this was just a local thing and Trump was basically sicking his followers on Jack Smith's wife, I think back in the day, Jack Smith would have punched him in the nose. He's not going to do that now. And he'd much rather use law because he can really get Trump where it hurts. In the reality. Deborah says, Autumn, not yelling is a question for you. What month or time frame will Trump be convicted? Oh gosh, well, things aren't even once he's indicted on a bunch of stuff. The court cases usually don't happen for like a year. So we're talking about next Christmas when we're talking about full convictions, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that things are going to go swimmingly for Trump between now and then, and he's just going to be able to swan around. There's so much coming at him legally, and so many limitations. They're going to be all. Trust me, I'm not going to get to the point in the middle of next year where I'm going to have nothing to read on. Oh, nay. Three of Swords. Yeah, he's got a lot of protection. Jack Smith and his family, they have a lot of protection, but and you do not want to break into his house. Any crazies out there thinking they're going to break into Jack Smith's house if they can find it? Bye-bye. Emperor. 5 of Cups. He has no patience for authoritarians. Death card. He prosecutes war criminals. People smarter and more brutal than Trump. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. And he is going to do it using the law. There is nothing below the belt here. Everything's above board. Absolute. This is Biden's DOJ. He is, even as a special counsel, he is working under the rules of law. And the emperor is going to be going to have a really bad day. So, yeah. Deborah wasn't yelling. It's your intrusions to mark questions to Autumn. I knew you weren't yelling. But oh, Jeffrey, we love you and your kitties along with you and yours. I watch every day. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. You make this so much easier. I mean, because going through the news especially political news, these people, so many of them are so awful, and they've been getting away with so much for so long. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. But then we look at it together, and I know I feel better. So thank you. All right. Sorry, my hair's still drying. So, we're reading on Nick Fuentes. Ew. (1945). So it's like 1945, and fascists and anti-Semites lose the war, but we still have Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, famous for his saying that white people are being bullied. He's been dining with and spending extra time with Trump. I like this guy. He gets me. Is Nick Fuentes going to be involved in the campaign? I'm so sorry, cards. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to put you in this energy. I apologize. You're good cards. You don't deserve this. None of us deserve this, but this is what we're here to do, so hang in there. Nick Fuentes and Trump. Bird says Jack Smith. Now, who was it who asked for preemptive pardons? Mm-hmm. Anybody got a hazmat suit? Ugh. I haven't read on Gates. I haven't read on Matt Gates in a while. Hazmat Gates. So my hazmat suit might be back from the cleaners by now. Oh, the far right message. And something extremely rude I will not say. Oh. Ew. 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 Oh, look at that. It's all the far right. It's also symbolic. But you will notice there's no major arcana here. In the middle is Trump the man, just a guy. Not special, not important, not an emperor, not just a guy. And there's the king of the far right here, at least he thinks he is, but he's very small. Burden of the far right garbage. More far right spouting off. Messenger of the far right. It's all so pathetic. It's not going anywhere. They make a lot of noise. They're one of those dogs who will snarl and snap their jaws and snarl, but don't actually do anything. Wouldn't actually bite anybody. Or maybe they're just held by on a lead or something where they can't. But they're just over there snarling and snapping, and just cover that ear so you don't have to listen to them and just get on with your life. That's what I'm getting. Yes, Kathy Delisle. Headline: Florida man makes friends. I love that. Okay. Oh, by the way, since it's not here, I want to throw in, this morning I was listening to the Hal Sparks radio program, and he was talking about, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I have something to tell you. But he was talking about Kanye going to Mar-a-Lago and talking to Trump. And Hal Sparks said, it was just great how Trump was yelling at him and, all this stuff. And Hal said, it's like ego on ego crime. So anyway, I did want to mention one thing. Yesterday afternoon, I was a very unhappy camper. I was actually pretty angry. I was Okay, so one of the good things about reading on political figures is they really can't sue me. I mean, and I'm honest with you guys. I always tell you, this, nobody who does this is 100% accurate. I don't try to be something I'm not, and I think I'm pretty straightforward with you guys. But you start dealing with political stuff, it's important, but also there are protections where First Amendment really protects being able to speak out against our leaders. That is crucial to our democracy. Okay. So when politicians come out with campaign ads and whatnot, you can play them. They're campaign ads. You can talk, you can show them, you can discuss them. This is how our democracy is set up. Okay. Yesterday, I showed you guys the 3 Kanye West running for president ads, right? Yay 24. Oh, I'm not happy. Yesterday afternoon, I found out I got a copyright claim. Not a copyright strike. I don't have any copyright strikes on my channel. Copyright claim. Because Kanye used his own music in one of the ads. He probably used it in all the ads, but specifically in one of them, enough. And it has not been released for use. So from the time I published it, from the time I was live yesterday until hours later when I found out and then managed to mute that section, my video was falling under ad revenue sharing. This jerk put out a campaign ad to run for president and made money off of my channel. And I've muted it now, so he's not making any more money. And it's not like I make bazillion dollars, but still, there are other people out there, I'm sure, who on YouTube and whatnot who have run that ad, and they've been hit with revenue sharing too. How much money has this jerk just made? It's a dirty trick, Cassie Delisle. I agree. It is a dirty trick. And the fact that, I don't make a ton of money doing this. I mean, you guys know that. I don't get huge donations. I don't get, I've if I didn't make some money elsewhere on top of this, I couldn't do this. I can't live off of my income doing this. And he took part of that money. Some of my income went to Kanye West because of a dirty trick. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, thank you, lucky girl. Here's for your yay swear jar. Blank him. Thank you, lucky girl. That's very sweet. Man. I'll be okay. But it's just... Well, his financial situation is not as good as it was. Moon, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. He's got a big problem ahead of him. This truth is coming for him. And I wonder if this has to do with his health. Oh, Maggie, who? Thank you. Thank you. I think what this is saying, this is howling at the moon type energy. This is healthcare. This is the truth. I think there might be a breakdown coming for him. Oh my gosh, thank you. Kathy, thank you. Kate, thank you. Kathy Delisle, thank you. And Marie, thank you. Thank you, guys. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I don't wish that on him. I don't wish that on anybody. I think it's dirty pool. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. That's dirty pool. But he's got, and one thing, I do not wish on his children is he's not going to age well. Yeah, Lisa, you mean a mental health breakdown or a physical one? It feels like the former rather than the latter. She knows it's coming. He is one continuous breakdown. What else are we getting here? Marie, is it Le Breton? I would be angry if a penny went to Ye. Thank you. Oh, Kathy Rollins, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I really, really appreciate it because that was just infuriating. Allison's asking, can you ask your representative if this is legal? Will they investigate this for you? I should do that. Good idea. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, he's got it. He's got his moment, but this it feels like the wheel is. It's like big pieces cracked off here, and Arlene, thank you. Thank you. Oh, excellent pronunciation. Good. Four of Wands. Yeah. Trump, this is fading. This is Mar-a-Lago, and its energy's fading. Good. And Kanye's going to have to work more in his business and his financial problems. Oh, he didn't personally come after me, Janelle. He went after, it's just anybody on YouTube who ran that ad to discuss it with others got hit with revenue sharing. Thank you, artists. Thank you. Oh, my tribe. Thank you. Janice, thank you. You guys have above and beyond. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Page of Cups, full. He's still out there. Look at me, look at me, look at me. But there's health, people watching him, keeping an eye on him. For now, he can afford good medical care, but sure, so warn everybody you listen to not to run his ads. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, everybody. 3430. Guess who's running to be the head of the RNC? Yes, Kathy Edinson. Our tribe takes care of their own. I love it. So guess who's running for 35? Guess who's running to be the head of the RNC? Pillow forts for everybody. Yes, you got it. And Trump has backed Mike Lindell, Mr. Pillow. to be the chair of the RNC. He has said he is 93% sure he's going to run. He wants people to send him an email at a particular email address to tell him if he should run, to tell him what he thinks. And the email address is basically saying, you know, me as RNC chair. Oh, thank you, guys. Apparently there have been errors on PayPal, the PayPal link beneath, and I don't understand why. There's some people, I don't know if it's just people outside of the country, or I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, that's not important now. What's important is Page of Swords. Oh, bullies. Is Mike Lindell going to be the RNC chairman? He has a whole wheelbarrow of crazy, and he's got money, and they love that. Darren says, am I the only person who feels embarrassed to be an American these days? I'm not embarrassed, because we're American, and we're good people. We care about others. We give to those who are less fortunate. We're kind to people. We're trying to leave the world better than we found it. Yes, Lisa, our RNC, the nationwide pillow fight. Mike Lindell. Thank you, C. Torino. Four of Pentacles. That's not an auspicious beginning for the reading. On the defensive. So 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. I'm just getting him being Mr. Moneybags. That's it. He's a bully. He's moneybags. He blows a lot of smoke. He does not listen when you confront him with reality. He just dismisses it. Krista March, I agree. 4 clown emojis. Yeah. Oh, man. Jane the Secret Tarot says there's that 9 of Pentacles again. Yep. My heart chakra's hurting. Don't know why. Thank you, everybody. 3830. Oh, 3830. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. Pretty sure I've got my mark. Do I have this open in marketing? No, that's Instagram. There's Twitter. Okay, if I go to, hang on just a second, I want to show you something. Where do I find settings? Settings. Okay, I'm going to share this, see what we can come up with. Does this work? You already know my real name, and I've told you guys my email address. So I think this should be all right. Okay, Twitter settings. Deactivate your account. This will deactivate your account. You're about to start the process of deactivating your Twitter account. Your display name, username, and public profile will no longer be viewable on Twitter. What else you can know? You can restore your Twitter account if it was accidentally or wrongfully deactivated for up to 30 days. To use your current username or email address with a different Twitter account, change them before you deactivate this account. If you want to download your Twitter data. You need to complete both the request and download process before deactivating your account. I don't need my Twitter data. And if you're wondering, why are you deactivating your account? Thank you, Meg. Because next week, this coming week, Elon Musk is having a blanket amnesty for everyone who was knocked off, who was removed from Twitter. Yeah. Also, Musk, Trump may very well not be returning to Twitter because Musk has backed DeSantis. Musk is backing DeSantis as a moderate. He says he's a moderate. Then again, this is a man who grew up under apartheid and blood diamonds and stuff like that. So I guess. When you deactivated your account, Kathy Rollins, did you download anything first? B. Smith, did anybody download their information before they deactivated, or did you just deactivate it? Please let me know. And I think this is a shame. This is a real shame. But I can read on it while I'm waiting to hear back from you guys. Nope, I did not. Okay. I don't think there's anything there I need anyway, so. Nope, just press the button. Okay. Done. I'll stop the screen for the password. Deactivate. Is that the right one? Let's see for now. Oh, you're a kitty. All right. It's not saying. Does it take time? I'm going through this with you guys because I know I'm not the only person who wants to do this. Oh. It didn't deactivate it. Oh, all right. I'll have to fight with that later. It's not letting me. But I'll do that later on. But is Twitter done? Hello, Squeaker Bunny. Come here. Come here. Oh, you are a kitty. You are precious. Oh, you are so precious. Yes, you are. It's like, yes, I'm adorable. Now, put me down. Hello, cuteness. Hello, good boy. Hello, good boy. You are a good boy. You are a good boy. Marcia Hostetler saying, it didn't work for me. I did it on my phone. It worked, would not on my iPad. Thank you. Thank you. I'll try. This is because you are on live. Oh, no, it's just showing, the live is just showing a different tab in Chrome. It's not affecting Twitter at all. But, all right, is Twitter done? Done. Temperance. 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Yes, it was. We were all going there. But then Musk bought it. And he is desperate for money. It was a terrible deal. He's short-sighted, boneheaded. He may have some intelligence, but he does not have emotional intelligence at all. And this is the result. CC Ryder says, I'm still on Twitter as I have 7 years of way too much research on the GOP, Trump, etc. and good information bookmarked. I need to download all of it, although I do have screenshots of a lot of it. Okay. Lisa, apparently on Twitter, people are being forced to follow Trump. Trump apparently got 25 million followers overnight. That could be bots. Man. Yeah, I was following a lot of journalists too. Institutions. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, High Priestess. We're going to find somewhere else to go. There's going to be a replacement. Musk is just done. Twitter's, yeah. All right. Thank you for your help. Kathy Odinson says no one can get their data downloads. That was one of the first groups that Elon fired. Oh, that's right. There are parts of Twitter that aren't working because he fired the people who take care of it. Yeah. All right. At 46:30, Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy's relationship with new Democratic caucus leader Hakeem Jeffries is even more strained in some ways than the one he had with Pelosi. How is this going to affect the ability of Democrats to get anything done in D.C.? Well, the original question was get anything done in the next 2 years, but that's assuming that Republicans are going to keep control of things for the next 2 years. Hey, blankie. Blankie. Oh, aha! Look at this. Oh, look at this for a good kitty. There's a blankie for a good kitty. Yes. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Yes, you are the good boy. Dave says McCarthy is just a blip, and a very mediocre one at that. Oh no, Lucky Girl says, not all bots. A lady I follow woke up to be following Trump. She asked her friends, some of them found they were suddenly following him too. Oh, heck no. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But McCarthy is just going to have big problems. Big problems. Page of Wands. Hierophant. 7 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. 10 of Wands. McCarthy's trouble is going to be his own far-right caucus. He thinks this is great. I'm going to be, look what we have, but it's the right and then the far right and then the far right that are going to be a thorn in his side. Things are not going to go so well for McCarthy. Yeah, Lisa, exactly. Hey, McCarthy, be careful what you wish for. 5 of Wands. Chaos. All right. Rancor. And then America. Decisions about who to vote for. Investigations. Legal matters involved in Americans, who they voted for. Investigations could involve January 6th, could involve, any other legal cases, things get complicated for McCarthy. Very, very, very much, very complicated. So, ugh. Lucky Girl says, and one morning she found out she had lost like 9,000 followers. She asked her left-leaning friends, they lost followers too. Oh, jeez. And some followers told her they were involuntarily unfollowed to her on Twitter. Jeez. You just came in and just ruined the whole thing. Deborah Johnson says, I just checked. I'm not following that moron. Good. Good. Ugh. All right, he's set, so I can put this back up. All right. Ew, ick. 51:15. Eileen had a question. Top Florida lawmakers want to change state law so DeSantis can run for president in 2024 without resigning as governor. So, how's that going to go? Oh, DeSantis. Krista March says Mary Trump lost 50,000 followers. Man. I have extra cards. I have an extra card. There's something hinky here. Nine of Cups. The energy is there's weirdness. To mix my Shakespeare references, something's rotten in the state of Denmark. Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Tower, Ace of Cups. You're going to lose. DeSantis is going to lose. It's not going to work, dude. It's just not. He's trying to find some kind of some way to put his thumb on the scale here, but it's not going to work. And Democrats have power. Card for the reading: Democrats have power. So is he going to be able to? Yeah, they're putting in extra steps for him. They're messing with the system so that he has advantages, as many as possible. But once he gets out of Florida, he's not exactly Mr. Popularity. Yeah. All right. Are you doing okay? Hanging in there? Because we're making good progress. We're making good progress through the news, and we're together. And we do this together. And then we can just, we can relax. We can stop for just a moment right now. I like dark purple. I think this is a good color. It's got a richness to it. I like dark colors in general, but I like this. It's a richness. So just enjoying, taking a moment, smell the roses, enjoy the color. Okay. 55 minutes in. Kelly had a question. One more question about Twitter. Is Musk's Twitter takeover politically motivated? Will the FCC finally tighten up the hate speech and or allow lawsuits to help control the dissemination of information? Now, this is the rub. There are there's a very important law in place that's protecting social media companies from being sued. That would have to change. Kathy Odinson says, sipping my tea in my new tea set. Nice. Well, Autumn spills the tea. Life is good. Life is good. Ace of Wands. Politically motivated. No, it's hubris. He is finding it useful. I mean, he was talking about Twitter in the first place because of politics. He's letting heinous people back on. He didn't expect it to become what it has. And it's hurt him financially. He thought it would be cheap. His arrogance knows no bounds. And that would just be a thing. And then to let these idiots back on. But this is much more serious, much bigger. It's impacting him much more hard. It's much harsher than he expected. So is it politically motivated? Yes and no. Is the FCC going to go, hey, they haven't done it on, the Chans, the 8chan, 4chan, whatever Chan they're up to. 2 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Ace of Swords. No, insult to injury. Trolls are going to troll. Like with a lot of these people, you just ignore them. So. Dale, yes, Dale, section 230, I believe. Yes, it's something like that. Yeah, exactly. All right. Deborah Johnson was wondering, where's Sidney Powell? I haven't read on her in ages. But you ask, so I'll read. Where is Sidney Powell and her diet Dr. Pepper? Sidney Powell. She's quite the viper, isn't she? Sidney Powell. Kathy Delisle says, in hiding. Evelyn says, under a rock, hiding. World. Yeah, her world has changed just a little. 4 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. She's being taken to court for everything she's worth. And she's fighting back on that, it feels like. Is this just is she just focusing on work because of the financial issues and court cases and Emperor? Her siding with Trump got her in a lot of trouble. Surprise. 6 of Cups, Death card. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, she's got her head down. She's come up with a plan. She's trying to work on her finances. She's trying to fight whatever court things are coming against her. But she's not welcome in polite. She's not welcome in society, and it's making it hard for her to do her job or make any money, I should say. Make any money. So she's she is elsewhere. At least we don't have to look at her, listen to her. Mr. John says, I finally got a question in on time. Oh, thank you for your questions, everybody. Thank you. Deborah Johnson, yes, she thought she could keep bullying her way through like Donald does until she couldn't anymore. Exactly. Right. We've got 3 questions left. 2 are international and 1's fun. At 1 hour 30 seconds. China has agreed to work with North Korea, quote, to protect world peace. How is this going to work? North Korea could not exist in the heinous state it is in without China, without China's full backing. North Korea, China. Three of Cups. North Korea's missing out. Seven of Wands, 5 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Not much. China's agreed to work with North Korea to protect world peace. How's that going to work? There's not much here. It's just they come in and do the bare minimum to prop North Korea up. Meanwhile, North Korea is missing out on so many good things. And the disparity, the South Korea, the success of South Korea sometimes goes by the name Miracle on the Han, because the Han River runs through Seoul, and it's huge and wide, incredibly wide river. But they got some help from the West, but South Korea did. But they also worked their rear ends off. They worked so hard and sacrificed so much. And now look at South Korea. They're really successful in so many ways. And they're moving more and more into the 21st century. And financially, but also socially, they're starting to move that way. Compared to North Korea, it's night and day, and it's getting to the point where there are people in South Korea who, they want North Korea to, on the one hand, it's like, okay, we want to be one country, but if it was suddenly like, okay, power vacuum, China's not there, reunification all at once, it would be devastating to the South Korean economy because it's so bad in the North. And this just feels like China playing games. Well, the atrocities and yeah, there's not much there, I'm afraid. Hello, Irma. Glad you're here. Excuse me. Lonnie Ann says China's in a crisis because of rampant COVID. Could be. Okay. So Trillium Tarot had a question at 105. Let me see. 105. Or 445. Yeah, 445. So Europe is scrambling to keep Ukraine warm and lit this winter. Will they be successful? Oh, it is brutal. It is brutal in Ukraine. They're trying to conserve power. Philip Ittner, I've been listening whenever he's on. because he's a freelance journalist and he's there. And they're trying to work together, but it's losing heat is terrible, but they're also running into water problems, and Russia's basically attacking their infrastructure. Ukrainians are still not going to give up, but there could be a lot of deaths. Ukraine. Star. Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Normally I get the Sun card for Ukraine because it's got the sunflowers in it, but I'm getting the Empress, which is, they're still there. They're still the same. There's no warmth from the sun. But they're still there, and they're still going to fight, and they're not going to give up. And they have hope, and they're going to stick together until the bitter end. The bitter end when they win. Bitter end for Russia. Yes, Callie, going through a tough winter in my prayers. Absolutely. Empress card again. Queen of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Rough. Three of Swords. It's gonna be a brutal winter. But it feels like they're going to get some help from the West. Some. And it feels like they're just not going to give up. They're just not. Russia, go home. They're not going to give up. So, bless, bless, bless. Bless everyone fighting for freedom. Bless everyone in Ukraine. Bless. Kathy Delisle, medicinal, of course. Oh, of course. Man. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I deleted my Twitter app and went back to Facebook, and I followed Black and Orange Tarot there. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, so today's last question at 1:08 and a bit. Joyce had a question, just for fun. Well, self-serving on my part, but you asked, and I'm curious. A fun question. What does Sir Alfred of Pumpkin think he is protecting you from? The orange cat, Pumpkin, is, those of you who aren't here all the time, you don't see him a lot because he's out. He wants to be looking out the windows. If there's a loud noise, he runs toward it. He's very brave. Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, and Alfie. And he's such a fighter, and not in a negative way. And he's so, like, if you pull out a vacuum, if you turn on a vacuum, or like when I got a new vacuum cleaner, he wasn't even in the same area, and I turned it on, and he ran toward where I was, and he stopped a few feet back, and he's looking at the vacuum, and he's looking at it, he's checking it out. What is this? And he's looking at every part of it. And I turned it off, and he walked up, he smelled it, so he's checking it out. Meanwhile, I love Poo Boo, but he's a lover, not a fighter. Let's put it that way. He's a snuggler, not a fighter. He even hears a voice in the house that isn't. Family members. He'll hear family members downstairs, and he's like, "What is that?" Or sometimes I'll come up the stairs, and I'm wearing shoes I don't normally wear, and he's like, and I'm like, "What are you doing? It's me." And he's like, "Oh." So to drag us out of the muck, yes, Joyce. Brave Sir Alfred. does he think he is protecting me from? Because he's very protective. I love him so much. He's not just protecting me. He's protecting the territory. He's protecting the House. Because he feels like he's got a good thing here. Oh, that's good. Good. Eight of Cups. Things come and go, and things are delivered, and people walk in and out, and there's just a lot going on in the territory. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Some of it goes back to how he was mistreated before I got him. So he'll always be somewhat on edge. But this feels like he's liking, I brush him like twice a day. And I go down the utility room and he jumps up and on the sink, and I turn on a trickle of water and I start brushing him. And he drinks water, and I love how he'll put his paw out, because cats, they can't really up close, they can't see. And he puts his little paw out to try to find the water thing. And he starts drinking, and it's very sweet. He's very sweet. And you don't see him as much on here. So some people have said, that I favor one over the other. No. Tiger says he's living the kitty dream. Yes, Glenn. God bless all of our good kitties. See, Torino says cats are very territorial. Krista says, I have Marvin the Martian as notification on my phone, and every time my cat Loki hears it, he runs like a cartoon character to get out of the room. So the other thing was, what does he think is going on when he's trapped in the room trying desperately to get out? Or when he's in here and he wants out, what does he think is going on? He's a good boy. He's stubborn. He's so stubborn. He gets his mind set on something, and that's where it needs to be. Judas, I didn't know they couldn't see right, like just like an inch or two from their nose here. They can't see at all. It's one of the reasons they're using their whiskers, so they don't put their, like, if they're drinking from flat water, like in a bowl or something, it's a reason they've got their whiskers there to stop them from just plunking their face in, because they cannot see that close. So, Wheel of Fortune. He doesn't want it to stop. He doesn't want the good thing to stop. Of course it's not going to stop. Ace of Swords, Four of Swords. He's also, because of how he was mistreated, he does have a very independent streak. I know cats often do. He doesn't. But, well, not much of one. But, he actually feels a little nervous. And it's like he'll always be a little nervous. Which is just sad. But I think he trusts me. So, Darren says Sir Alfred of Pumpkin is a knight like Jack Smith. Yes. B. Smith says they all have their unique character. All right. All right. So I guess he does like me. Good. Good. King of Pentacles, 6 of... He doesn't want to move again. Just wants everything to be quiet. And he wants mom to be better. He wants mom to be better. He wants things to go back the way they were. All right. And that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you for being here. Thank you for going through the news with me. It is 1:32 p.m. here in Chicago at 3:30. So in 2 hours, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I'm only going to be there until 5 today instead of 6. I've got an important dinner I need to go to this evening. I'm leaving my house. I have to go out there. But mom's going to be okay. She's got someone who's going to be staying with her. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. So, yeah. So hang in there. Joyce says, love hearing you talk about your babies. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There really are. All right. So hang in there, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you.